executive session. We will start with Senate Bill 241 by Senator Eigel. Proceed when ready.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm State Senator Bill Eigel from the 23rd State Senatorial District. It's my pleasure to introduce Senate Bill 241 to you this afternoon. Senate Bill 241 is a tax cut in particular for retirement and Social Security checks and benefits. So this bill deals with Social Security currently in the state of Missouri for single filers at $85,000, and married filers at $100,000. The benefit of tax exemption status for Social Security benefits is.
Seeing none. Senator, any final concluding remarks?
Mr. Chairman, I'm just pleased that a tax cut of mine had no opposition. So thank you very much. I'm
surprised as well, Senator. That concludes the hearing on Senate Bill 241. I now move that we go into executive session. Do I have a second? I do have a second. I have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed say nay. The ayes appear to have it. The ayes do have it. We are in executive session. First bill we'll bring up today is Senate Bills 73 and 162. Well, it's actually Senate Bill 73. I move that we bring Senate Bill 73 before the committee. Do I have a second?
Second.
I do have a second. This bill is before the committee. Senate Bill 73 authorizes a sales tax exemption for the purpose of diapers and feminine hygiene products. I do have a Senate committee substitute, and I do move that we adopt Senate committee substitute for Senate Bill 73. Do I have a second? I do have a second. The Senate committee substitute differs from the original bill by adding the bill number for Senate Bill 162. So basically we're taking Senate Bill 73, which I believe is Senator Trent's, and then we're adding Senate Bill 162, which is Senator Coleman's, to the bill. Any discussion on the adoption of the substitute? Senator Eigel.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm certainly going to support this today. I do think there are some conversations we're going to have to maybe look to combine a few of these tax cutting priorities. I know I've had a bill last week, and so I look forward to supporting this bill out of committee, but I'll be pursuing some conversations to see if we can maybe get multiple tax-related priorities done.
Great. Any further discussion on the Senate committee substitute? Senator Beck.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. What's the fiscal note of this? This one basically brings it in the local part, right? Is that what we're doing?
I think so. Let me look here.
I think it brings in the local tax too. That's what. Did we do Senator Trent's into this?
Yeah.
So it's local and state, then, right? Isn't that? Am I correct? I apologize. I probably should have read it, but.
State.
I think it's state and local.
Senate Bill 73 is Senator Trent's, and then Senate Bill 162 is Senator Coleman. So
the Senator Trent, he has the adult diapers. I guess is that the difference?
I didn't think it was state.
yes, I think his does have the adult diapers. I'm looking for the Senate committee substitute.
The sub should be right over on the other side there. I'm sorry.
It might be just the adult diaper part was the difference, I think. But this is just stateside sales tax? That's all I want. Yeah, that's a problem.
All right, sorry, Senator Beck. I just found the Senate committee substitute. Do you have a copy?
I do.
Okay, hold on one second.
So does it have fiscal note?
That's why the fiscal note for 73 is bigger by about $5 million at the state level, and it's showing the local.
Yeah. State and local?
Yes.
Okay. Right. And I think the bigger provision too is the adult diapers are like, there's a lot more of those apparently, as far as money-wise than when you look at baby diapers, so. Okay, I just wanted to be clear on it before I voted. Thanks.
Any further discussion? Senator Esslinger.
I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. With these two being combined, I want to be able to support it because I think the concept is a good idea. But I think it's important for us to have some more conversation because with being state and local, the fiscal note's going to be much bigger. I'm willing to support it coming out of committee, but I want to have more conversation.
Okay. Senator Beck.
I'm going to say the same.
Okay.
You could have said.
Any more discussion? All right, seeing none. I now move that we do pass Senate Committee Substitute for Senate Bills 73 and 162. Do I have a second? I do have a second. Any further discussion on the do pass motion?
We have to adopt this.
Explain the bill. There we go. Got ahead of myself. Senate Committee, as I explained, Senate Committee substitute differs from the original by adding the bill number for 162 to the bill. Seeing no further discussion, all those in favor of adopting Senate Committee sub say aye. Aye. All those opposed say nay. The ayes have it. You have adopted the Senate Committee substitute. Now, I now move that we do pass Senate Committee substitute for Senate Bill 73 and 162. Do I have a second? I do have a second. Any further discussion on this do pass motion? Seeing none, Madam Secretary, please call the roll.
Senators Hoskins.
Aye.
Esslinger.
Yes.
Beck. Eigel. Fitzwater. Huff. Roberts. Vote of 5 to 2 absent.
By your vote of 5-0, we voted do pass Senate Committee substitute for Senate Bill 73 and 162. Next one up before the committee, we have Senate Bill 161. I now move that we bring Senate Bill 161 before the committee. Do I have a second? Second. I do have a second. This bill is before the committee. Senate Bill 161 exempts the sale of food from sales tax. I do have a Senate Committee substitute, and I move that we adopt the Senate Committee substitute for Senate Bill 161. Do I have a second? I do have a second. This Senate Committee substitute differs from the introduced version by making the sales tax exemption apply only to state sales taxes. And I believe this is what the Senator Coleman presented on was the Senate Committee substitute last week. Discussion on the adoption of the substitute. Seeing none. All those in favor of adopting the Senate Committee substitute say aye. Aye. All those opposed say nay. The ayes appear to have it. The ayes do have it. You have adopted the Senate Committee substitute. I now move that we do pass Senate Committee substitute for Senate Bill 161. Do I have a second? Second. I do have a second. Any further discussion on the do pass motion? Seeing none, Madam Secretary, please call the roll.
Senators Hoskins.
Aye.
Esslinger. Beck.
No.
Eigel. Fitzwater. Huff. Absent. Roberts. Absent. A vote of 4 to 1 and 2 absent.
By your vote of 4 to 1, you have voted do pass Senate Committee substitute for Senate Bill 161. Next one we have up is Senate Bill 247. I now move that we bring Senate Bill 247 before the committee. Do I have a second? I do have a second. This bill is before the committee. Senate Bill 247 repeals the sunset on an income tax deduction for the sale of certain employer securities. This was Senator Brown's bill that he presented on last week. I move that we do pass Senate Bill 247. Do I have a second? I do have a second. Any discussion? This is the ESOP bill, and we do not have a Senate Committee substitute for this. Any further discussion? Seeing none, Madam Secretary, please call the roll.
Senators Hoskins,
Aye.
Esslinger,
Yes.
Beck. Eigel. Fitzwater. Huff. Roberts. A vote of 5 yes, 2 absent.
By your vote of 5-0, you voted do pass Senate Bill 247. The next one I have is SJR35. This was Senator Schroer's. I now move that we bring up SJR35 before the committee. Do I have a second? I do have a second. The bill is before the committee. SJR35.
You were going to press your 35?
SJR 35 by Senator Schroer. Current law requires a county to levy a replacement tax on all real property that is not residential, agriculture, or horticulture in order to replace the revenue lost due to exemption from property tax of certain personal property and allow such levy to be decreased if approved by a majority of voters in such county. This constitutional amendment, if approved by voters, also authorizes such levy to be decreased by the elected governing body of the county. Any questions on SJR 35? Seeing none, Madam Secretary, please call the roll.
Senators Hoskins,
Aye.
Esslinger,
Yes.
Beck. Eigel. Fitzwater. Huff. Roberts. Oh, Senator Roberts is an aye? Oh, I didn't see you there. Thank you. Okay. Aye, okay. So we have 6 ayes, 1 absent.
By your vote of 6-0, voted do pass on SJR 35. We have one more bill, Senate Bill 15. I move that we bring Senate Bill 15 before the committee. Do I have a second? I do have a second. The bill is before the committee. Senate Bill 15 modifies the Senior Citizens Property Tax Relief Credit. This is Senator Cierpiot's bill. I move that we do pass Senate Bill 15. Do I have a second?
Let these guys do it.
I do have a second. Any discussion?
Mr. Chairman.
Senator Eigel.
Mr. Chairman, I think I certainly have a lot of concerns about this particular bill. If this bill is voted out of committee, I would envision a lot of work still has to be done to this bill before it is able to maneuver the floor. So, just
Well,
want to make that clear.
And I tend to agree with you. I know this is something that the program that we've worked on eliminating out on the Senate floor.
Right.
I think our freshman year here. So
Yes.
I have some concerns as well. Any further discussion on Senate Bill 15? Senator Beck.
Just want to say I love this bill, and I think it's good the way it is.
Seeing no further discussion, Madam Secretary, please call the roll.
Senators Hoskins,
No.
Esslinger, Beck, Eigel, Fitzwater, Huff, Roberts, We have 4 yeses, 2 noes, 1 absent.
By your vote of 4-2, you have voted do pass Senate Bill 15. I now move that we leave executive session. Do I have a second? I do have a second. With no further business coming before the committee, I make a motion to adjourn. Do I have a second? I do have a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed say no. The ayes appear to have it. The ayes do have it. We are adjourned.
Yeah.